AEW Revolution 2024 match card predicted for now here on SCW. 9 matches in total, 2 matches kind of already confirmed. One we know for sure, Orange Cassidy versus Roderick Strong will be for the International Championship, the title that Roddy says that is his, so that's one match we know already. And Sting, of course, it's his final match ever, and of course it looks like it's going to be Sting and Darby Allin versus the Young Bucks, which actually I'm a big fan of the idea because, well, Sting is protected in this match. Although I'd have liked to have seen him have a match with Darby Allin, I don't think a Darby heel turn would have worked for me. I'd have liked the idea of saying that, you know, prove yourself that you could be the next Sting moving forward in a match against me. It's your proving ground match. That could have worked, but to have the tag team match, that's what Sting's mainly done in All Elite Wrestling, and I feel that it protects Sting very, very well. You've got a great tag team in the Young Bucks. Darby Allin knows how to move around the ring as well. Sting is going to have a pretty easy night's work to have a real showcase to finish off his career. The fact as well that the Young Bucks want to get rid of the old guard out of All Elite Wrestling as well, the company they were started up with the EVP status they've got, I think is a fun twist. And I think as well, I think Sting and Darby Allin will win those tag team titles from Ricky Starks and Big Bill. So I think this will be a tag title match as well. And hey, will the Young Bucks walk away as tag team champions, or will the titles become vacated, or will Darby have to find a new tag team partner? I think it could be a lot of fun twists and turns. I expect the Shawn Michaels Ric Flair WrestleMania 24 moment from Matt Jackson to Sting with the I love you before the super kick is popped. Moving on top of the AEW World Championship, I think we've got a freeway in hand here. Samoa Joe versus Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Adam Page. Unless we do Page versus Swerve free to build up here for the number 1 contendership, I think it makes most sense here to do the freeway. I think as well it avoids the heel versus heel dynamic of Joe versus Swerve, plus Hangman for me is someone that could take the pinfall. This could be a fun way to make Swerve your brand new AEW World Champion. And hey, say Joe was to take the pin, you could then do Swerve versus Page 3 for Double or Nothing, and of course then the world title, and becomes the main event of your show. Next I've got Jon Moxley versus Will Ospreay. Of course these two were going for the new Global Championship in New Japan at Wrestle Kingdom earlier this year. They were hoping to have a singles encounter, but they kind of cancelled each other out, David Finlay winning the gold. So I've got a funny feeling that Will Ospreay, when he eventually turns up in AEW at some point in February, I think he will start in and have a rivalry with one Jon Moxley. I think this could be a very high profile match for Revolution. Moving on to the AEW Women's World Championship, it looks like we're building to Toni Storm versus Deonna Purrazzo. Of course, Deonna did make her debut in her hometown of New Jersey and has been calling out to the world champion ever since. So yeah, it should be a fun match, but I don't see Deonna picking up the championship, sadly, although I'm a big fan of the Virtuosa. One championship, though, that could change hands could be the TBS Championship. I've got Julia Hart taking on Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa seems to be there in Julia Hart's business as of late. Of course, in the rivalry of Abaddon, Thunder Rosa returned to be Abaddon's tag team partner. Rosa picked up the pinfall in that tag team match over Sky Blue, at a time when you should have been building up Abaddon, to be fair. Thunder Rosa was in an 8-woman tag team match recently as well that saw Anna Jay pick up the win, which involved as well again Julia Hart and Sky Blue. I think we're just building things up eventually. I think Thunder Rosa will be the challenger at this pay-per-view, and of course, like I say, Thunder Rosa, a former AEW Women's World Champion, could be the one to take the strap away from Julia Hart. But for me, if it was my way, I'd have Julia retain. Next, I'm going for Trios Champions versus Trios Champions. Yes, we have got the Bang Bang Scissor Gang, but look, I'm not sure I'm feeling a Jay White face turn. If this goes to Jay White as his New Japan style, this could all just be a ruse to get him and his boys another Trios Championship, be, dripping in gold with the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team titles, along with the AEW Trios Championships. Have the Acclaimed versus Bullet Club Gold in a Trios match for all the marbles. I think it's looking likely we could get Bryan Danielson versus Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston, of course, is the Continental Classic winner, and it feels like Bryan Danielson's had a bit of problem with this. They've sort of still been having a bit of stuff going on Collision. They were involved in the tag team match just recently. I can see Danielson getting a match against Kingston at Revolution. This could be something that could be defining to put Kingston over even further, or this just could be the moment that Danielson gets that crown away from Kingston. Last but not least, I've got Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara against the Don Callis family, Kazuchika Takeshita and Will Hobbs, Powerhouse Hobbs, better known to some, because this rivalry needs to end, and it feels that Jericho and Sammy need to get a definitive victory over the Don Callis family to finally move on. It's been going on far too long, in my opinion, this one, but hey, they're not going to keep them off pay-per-view, and I do think that Jericho and Sammy will get the victory. I do imagine that as well, the Undisputed Kingdom will probably be involved in the show in some format, although I do think that we will see the original Kingdom, if you will, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven, probably defend the Ring of Honor tag team titles on the pre-show, let's say against Top Flight, but I would see them retaining. And Wardlow needs to be dominant as well. We need to start building him up if he's going to be a world title contender. Maybe against someone like Miro could be a lot of fun. But that's all from me anyway. That's my predictions for AEW Revolution 2024. The match card predicted for you there. What matches do you want to see on the show? Let me know in the comments below right now. Make sure to keep an eye on the channel as well, because when the show actually does come along, there'll be predictions for it as well. And hopefully we'll try and string up a review for you as well. But that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Drop your comments in the comments below. If you want to see more on this channel, then check out the side of your screen right now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you for the next video.